Bun Buns. My name is Yun Bai. Most people know me as Yoni Bunny. I am an artist here based in Atlanta, a child raised by this wonderful village that helped kick off my career, and spent a little time in LA, but I've been back for a minute. And this video is about cultivating art collectors and patrons, because I know, and you know, Atlanta has amazing talent here. We have amazing art, amazing talent that people need to know about. You know, the rest of the country needs to come here because it's such a treasure trove for collectors. And I'm really interested in how do we cultivate collectors and patrons so that everyone in our great art community and beyond can truly benefit. And I came up with a plan, and my email is info@yunbai.com. And so if this plan makes sense, and I'm kind of known for, really trying out innovative experiments, innovative ideas, win-win ideas that can really serve people. So let's get started, okay? So here we have just a little thing that I created, and this is our ecosystem, and the intention is to welcome, educate, and cultivate. I meet so many people that have money, but they've never been to an art opening, they never stepped foot inside a museum, much less go to an artist studio. And how many people do we know say, gosh, I can't even draw a stick figure, and so somehow they've been conditioned to not have anything to do with art. And really what I want to do is build bridges for people to come into our magical art world. I mean, if you think about how amazing art is in our lives, why don't we bring that to other people and really show them the value of art and how it can really make their lives better. Okay, so let's start with ourselves. As for those artists out here like myself, if we can come up with a set of questions and helping ourselves cultivate collectors and patrons for our own art practice, and in doing so and helping ourselves, we are also actively participating, okay, in the big picture of our ATL eco art system. So what I would love to see is artists get together, and there's so many different kinds of art, different, highbrow, lowbrow, different types of art, but we're all still trying to do the same thing, which is cultivate art collectors and patrons to support our art practice. So if we get our artists together having this conversation on a consistent basis, it's going to create buzz. People are going to start paying attention. We want to start a movement, right, of cultivating collectors and patrons. Now next, let's go to our nonprofits. We have amazing nonprofits like the High Museum, Atlanta Contemporary Art Center, Burnway, lots of big nonprofits and smaller, nonprofits, but they're all very important. They're all very vital parts of our great, ecosystem. And so sometimes nonprofits, their target market might be artists, but again, it comes back to, involving the target markets of artists, again, which is collectors and patrons. So if we can get the nonprofits together to think about, okay, how do we become part of this conversation, the importance of becoming, cultivating collectors and patrons from a nonprofit's perspective. But again, that's why I'm doing this presentation, so that we can build a big genius brain trust from Atlanta. And we have so many brilliant minds here with people with so much expertise and feedback that can really contribute to this conversation. So not only do we have the artists creating buzz, having this conversation about cultivating collectors and patrons, we have the nonprofits working on this too, okay? Now we have next, which is for-profit creative businesses, art stores like Binders, Dick Blick, Sam Flax, framers, printers, graphic designers, of course, the galleries, our beloved galleries who work so hard. These are all people that, if you're for profit, but you're a creative business, please be part of this conversation. And how do we help you get foot traffic and people through your businesses, and at the same time having this conversation about cultivating collectors and patrons from your perspective? We want to hear you. right? And I've already kind of reached out to some folks from City of Atlanta, and we would love to get the City of Atlanta, Office of Cultural Affairs to, come in on this conversation and support us. Maybe we can name it Buy Art Atlanta or whatever we want to name it. That's why we're having this conversation. What do you want to name this movement that we're creating for Atlanta by Atlanta? So we have the artists having this conversation, the nonprofits are having this conversation, the for-profit creative businesses are having this conversation, creating buzz. The City of Atlanta is helping, being part of this big picture. Of course, we love our colleges and universities. I'm a proud Agnes Scott alum. We'd love to get Spelman, Morehouse, Emory. We have so many great colleges and universities here. Please come and be part of this conversation. Why can't we teach students off the bat, hey, you don't have to have a lot of money or whatever. You can start collecting, in college. You can start collecting whenever, and have them be part of the conversation. Include the importance of cultivating collectors and patrons, okay? And of course, last but definitely not least, we love our current collectors and our current patrons who work so hard, the various foundations that really support our different initiatives that we have. Maybe we can get them to help us teach people how to become collectors and patrons, and have them really, their feedback. So this is the vision, is that if we all create this buzz, okay, within a 3 to 5 year period, because I kind of feel like our passionate great city is kind of marketing a little bit to ourselves too much, but what are we doing to bring people in from the outside, from the rest of the city, to create an interest funnel, a self-sustaining interest funnel. If we help ourselves as artists and various, players within our community, if we help ourselves, essentially we're creating buzz and being part of the big picture. And we're creating it for ourselves, by ourselves. And so if we do this over a 3 to 5 year period, how many people can we bring sustainably into our interest funnel to help, ourselves? I think in a 3 to 5 year period, I'd love to see how many people are we cultivating by welcoming, educating, and cultivating continuously. And it would be a continuous interest funnel. And interest eventually leads to sales, and sales helps all of us with our businesses, our practices, right? So this is just my little idea, and I've been working on it for a year. I've been planting seeds with various leaders within our community. I thought the easiest way would just be, to do a video. And, if this resonates with you, and me, I'm always trying out innovative win-win experimental ideas. And if this resonates with you, if we could really work it out, get some conversations going, I'd love to see our leaders. Maybe our next step is to put together a meeting and put together an outline of plan of action. But, the brilliant minds here in Atlanta is what matters, and I think this is, we want to hear from you. I want to hear from you, and our great leaders, I hope that we can support this vision. Let me know if it makes sense. Again, my name is Yunbai Yunny Bunny, and my email is info@yunbai.com, and I'm just thrilled. Let me know what you think. Okay, all right, y'all, have a great day, bun buns.